happen. I just want to tell you a little bit about the show itself. That first of all, I always think that I'm never going to have enough paintings put together, culminated in time to have another exhibition. I always say this is my last. I'll never be able to put together another group that works so well, or just, I guess, quantity. But somewhere or another, when you're an artist, or when you're a writer, or when you're a seamstress even, or a potter, or whatever, if you have the passion to do it, somehow it gets done whether you know it or not. All of a sudden, you look at the body of work that you've been able to come up with, and you think, when did this happen? And so this is what happened here. Actually, the space came available before I thought I was going to have a show. I got contacted by the Classic Theatre and said, Laura, can you put together a show? We have the space. And I said, wow, that's really pushing it. But needless to say, I had enough for the show. When I started hanging, I had all of the pieces around the room, and I thought, I was sure I had more pieces than this, because the show, the space is not filling up very quickly. Then I realized that Liz had packed a few of them away in the back rooms. And I realized after I had everything almost labeled on the wall that half my show was still tucked in the closet. So I had to start all over again and bring it all up. But anyway, we made it all work together. The reason for the title is, of course, the travels that I don't often take. I'm too busy with running a shop and everything. But there are a group of pictures that were reflecting my time that I visited England with my sister, and Scotland, and I actually had 7 in that group before, but now I'm down to 3. But it tells a little bit of story, and I think it gives a bit of flavor and lighting and everything of what it's like in another part of our world that is just so beautiful and so amazing to see the age of it, and to try to and it doesn't matter if you make crooked roofs, because everything there is so crooked, you have to get straight to make it look believable. But and then of course our local scenery, which I feel is a trip every time I take the back roads of Cobalt, and I go around and find new places to explore and discover. And we have a great little area here, and we just have to take the time to really go out and start rediscovering what we have right in our own backyard. Down at the Mill Creek Road, the picture that's over there is just, go there any evening. It's the most spectacular place to take a little walk, and with the glow on everything, and especially in the fall when the big bales of hay are all rolled up and down in the field, and visit the old cemetery in there that's just so historical. And then of course there's the old farmland and the beautiful old barns that are soon to be down in a crumbled little mass of boards, because they don't make barns like that anymore. Just like the old head frames, they don't make head frames like that anymore. They're gone, they're one of a kind, and they're disappeared. So altogether, to me, this is my world, this is my landscape. These are what I love to see and what I love to paint. And I hope you enjoy it. And we have a lot of, I also have a painting over here with a little draw that if at 3 o'clock today I'll make a draw, and someone will win that little painting that's sitting on the table there. And thank you to all of my wonderful helpers that made me so many goodies and things to put out on the table for everyone to share today. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions about any of the artwork, David.
Are the paintbrushes edible? Are they made of can?
A little tough. Amber bought me those years ago for a Christmas gift. I don't know where she got them, but I just decided, hey, I have a palette tray. I might as well have
There's a
couple
new
of
project
brushes.
for Carmen.
Right?
There's a new project for Carmen.
There you go. My fused glass artist, yes.
How long did you spend in England and Scotland?
Both trips, I think it was close to, I think it was only 2 weeks each trip, I think, Peter?
About that.
About 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. But my sister was living there for 2.5 years in Reading. And so it was a perfect opportunity to go. And we both are saying every time we look at the pictures, we want to go back, we just pining to go back. So anyway, enjoy the show. And I'm so happy you made it, and against the weather and everything, you made it through. So thank you.